What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. This time we're taking a look at Wild Hogs. Let's waste no time. Make this review as short and sweet as possible. Overall, I like Wild Hogs. I remember liking this movie when I first saw it in 2007. I enjoyed it then. I enjoy it now. Wild Hogs is a movie that does not try to be anything fancy. It doesn't try to be anything special or just anything unique. It's just a standard and simple comedy with four of the some of the best talents of the time, you know, 2007, with some of the best comedic talents and just some of the best talents in general coming together in just one movie. That to me is the best part of Wild Hogs is the cast. Tim Allen, John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, and William H Macy, who play the characters of Bobby, Woody, Doug, and Dudley, respectively. These four they make this movie. The chemistry between these four actors and their characters is outstanding. They really come across as being very close and a tight knit group of friends, and you can tell that they just have and all four of the actors have a great rapport with one another on screen. Each of them have their own different and unique sort of chemistry, and that to me is the best part of Wild Hogs is the four main principal actors. I think they're fantastic, and I think they're just really funny in these roles. Like they fit them like a glove, to me at least. They're also backed by I think is a pretty decent and solid supporting cast. You have Ray Liotta, who plays a guy called Jack Blade, who is kind of like the antagonist of the picture. So pretty much Bobby, Woody, Doug, and Dudley, they're from Cincinnati, suburbia, but they ride motorcycles and they have their own little gang called the Wild Hogs. Once they go on a cross country trip started by Woody. Now, of course, Woody has his intentions for this trip. He it's recently been revealed that Woody has gone broke. He's going through a divorce, and he's pretty much losing everything. So he pretty much just wants to take a trip like this to pretty much get him just to get away from it all. And he drags his friends into it. And at first, everything runs very smoothly. And they run into a cop in the woods who has sexual interest in them, and a very funny cameo by John C. McGinley as a patrol officer. If I have flaws with this movie, I would have liked to see more of McGinley's character because I thought he was utterly hysterical. But the movie really starts to pick up a lot of steam where they go to this biker bar, which is head by Jack Blade, played by Ray Liotta, and this biker bar is full of like real bikers, quote unquote, like these rugged, rough guys that are just barrel-chested, leather, decked out in leather, tattoos all over the place. You know, and Jack can see that the Wild Hogs are phony, and that's where the rivalry and the tension begins, which leads to a very funny and very satisfying climax where the Wild Hogs and the Del Fuegos have a wild brawl in the town of Madrid, which is where the Wild Hogs are taking refuge throughout the entire third act of the movie. It's also there where Dudley falls in love with Marissa Tomei's character, and they have a little bit of a budding romance that's happening between the two as well, which I thought was nice. It worked for me. I also like the actresses who play the wives of Doug and Bobby. I thought they were fine in their roles as well. I think Bobby's wife can come across as a little bit of a nag and very annoying, since Bobby is trying to write a self-help book and his wife is like, okay, you had a year, now go back to being a plumber, pretty much. I kind of like there's a little friction between Bobby and his wife, not in not in a broken marriage type of way, but in a Bobby has to get off his ass and get back to work type of way. I mean, in that instance, yeah, I get why she's a nag, but she could have calmed down a little bit. But I do like how Bobby doesn't really have any control of his family, and it's his wife who wears the pants and acts more like the man, while Bobby does not. So that dynamic I thought was pretty funny, but the movie didn't like take a feminist approach to it like a modern day movie would. It did it in a more comedic way, so to speak. But Bobby still gets to keep his balls, is what I'm trying to say, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, so like I think a lot of the gags in this movie I found them to be really funny. Like I said, the scenes with the John C. McGinley I thought were hilarious. The scene where the four are slapping a bull's ass in the town of Madrid, I thought that was funny too. The whole rivalry between the Wild Hogs and the Del Fuegos, I think is highly entertaining. So yeah, like this movie does have a lot of good things in it. I like it. I don't get the why the critics think this movie is a 12%. That's just ludicrous. There's nothing about this movie that can garner a grade that low, to be honest with you. I mean, is the Wild Hogs a special groundbreaking movie? Absolutely not. But is it a serviceable quality that does, to me, have memorable moments and a great cast? I absolutely think it does. I enjoy it. And by the way, props for the Peter Fonda cameo as Damian Blade, Father Jack Blade. And I also like the scene in the credits where the Del Fuegos get their bar rebuilt after Woody accidentally blew it up in the middle of the movie. So you get like an extreme makeover kind of gag at the end of the movie, which I thought was actually pretty humorous and pretty funny. So yeah, like to me, Wild Hogs has got a lot of good things in it. I enjoy this movie. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. I highly recommend Wild Hogs. If you've not seen this movie in a while, give it a watch. It's very entertaining, and like I said, the four main actors, they pretty much make this movie and are just a joy to watch on screen. The chemistry is fantastic. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Wild Hogs. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I will check you back next time for more.